My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review for The Expendables. And I remember when this movie was coming out, it was such a big deal to have all these action stars in one movie directed by Sylvester Stallone himself. And even back then, I remember everybody being disappointed at just how forgettable this movie was. But I just rewatched it for the first time in over a decade, and I can confirm it's even worse than I remember. And it's almost to an embarrassing degree because the worst part of this movie is the action. You got all these action stars in one movie and you can't even give us a decent action sequence? Like, what a joke. Just every action scene is edited to shit. Way too many cuts, you can't tell what's going on, and some of them are just terribly lit where you can't see a thing. Like, the very first scene in this movie, I just didn't know what happened. I couldn't see anything. So when it's an action movie directed by an action star with all these action actors in a movie and your action sucks, like, that's it. That's all your movie had to offer and you fucking blew it. So this movie is terribly directed by Sylvester Stallone, and the story is just as generic as they come. It can be a very slow and boring movie, and I can forgive that if it was entertaining and if the action was good, but that's not the case, so I can't forgive it. And the cast, you got all these big name actors, and very few of them stand out. The best actor in this movie is Jason Statham, hands down. I think this guy's got so much charisma and personality, and his character was the most interesting, and I wish he was the lead. Sylvester Stallone was fine enough. Jet Li was fine. Eric Roberts, Steve Austin, Giselle It, Terry Crews, Mary Walk are all mediocre. No, none of them really stand out. But I do want to discuss Dolph Lundgren for a second because he's bad in the movie, but his character is just written in an abysmal manner. His character is a good guy, and then he gets hired by the bad guys, so then he almost kills the good guys, and then he tells the good guys everything before he dies, and then, surprise, he's not dead, and he's just hanging out with them at the end of the movie in a bar. Like, it's just a very messy... It's a character handled in a very messy manner, and yeah, so I don't really have anything else to say on this movie. There's just nothing to really discuss. The action is bad, it's terribly directed, most of the cast is mediocre at best, the story's generic. Jason Statham does what he can with this movie, but it's still a very bad movie, so I'll give The Expendables a 3 out of 10. Okay, have you seen The Expendables? What did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon. And Gavin, out.